And for more on the impeachment process against President Rousseff, I'm joined by Sam Cowie. He's a freelance journalist based in Brazil. Sam, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
You know, it appears much of the public wants to see Rousseff impeached. We've seen so many protests over recent weeks. But what is likely to happen when this comes up for a vote in the lower house and then if it reaches the Senate?
Well, at the moment, it's very tight to say. It looks like it's going down to the wire. It looks like it's going to come down to individual votes making the difference. Both the opposition and the government at the moment maintain that they have the necessary votes they need. The opposition to impeach Rousseff and the government to block the impeachment. And if it was to happen today, then there's a very good chance, if the vote was to happen today, there's a very good chance that Rousseff would keep her presidency. But the vote is going to happen on Sunday, and that's a long time in politics, especially given Brazil's political climate. There is the fear and the worry, and also the feeling that perhaps some more revelations related to the Petrobras scandal will emerge sometime between now and Sunday, and that this could influence how lawmakers are going to vote with regards to the impeachment process. At the moment, most of local media is reporting that the opposition have around 300 votes that they need, whilst the government have around 120. Now, the government needs 171 votes to block Rousseff's impeachment.
And, you know, we heard our correspondent say that Brazilians are hoping for the least worst case scenario. So even if there is a complete changeover in the government, let's look at that scenario, is that enough to fix all of Brazil's problems?
No, totally not. I mean, at the moment, Brazilians are completely dissatisfied with the political establishment. Rousseff's approval ratings are very low. Around 60% of the population approve of her impeachment at the moment. But then Michel Temer, the vice president, is also incredibly unpopular. Around, I think it's 15 or 16%. The latest Datafolha survey revealed that Mr. Temer, that was his approval rating. Just 15 to 16% of the population would say that he would do a good or a great job. So there's huge discontent with the political establishment in Brazil. Brazil has some very, very ingrained problems at the moment, and has done for a long time. And simply a switch of leader is not going to change this. And most Brazilians realize this.
Sam, we just have a short time left. What's your sense there, just being on the streets, about the impact this is having on other domestic issues? Is there a concern about the Olympics? Is Zika being addressed? And it's some of the bigger economic issues.
Well, with regards to the Olympics is several months away. It's very difficult at the moment. I mean, things are changing by the week, by the day, sometimes even by the hour in Brazil at the moment. So to predict what's going to happen with regards to the Olympics, how this political crisis is going to affect the Olympics, right now it's hard to say. We could see if Rousseff is indeed impeached, that her supporters would continue protesting, and this might interfere with the Olympics. But really, it's too far away to say. With regards to domestic issues, it's important to remember that this political crisis has really divided the country and really polarized it like it's never been seen before. Well, like it hasn't been seen in recent history anyway. The last political movement of this size was during the 80s when the end of the military dictatorship. And during that time, Brazilians were united in what they wanted. They wanted the vote, they wanted democracy, and they wanted the end of the military regime. Right now, the country is completely polarized between whether to impeach the president or whether she should not be impeached.